In this video, we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons people love calling Dublin, Ohio home so much. Now, you probably know Dublin, Ohio is one of the largest suburbs here in the Columbus, Ohio area. Last count population about 52,000. It's a great place to live. We're going to talk about the schools, the community, the dining, the safety, a little bit about the real estate, which is a tad bit on the expensive side, but there's ways to get in without breaking the bank. Now, on that note, just real quick, as you probably know, I am a local real estate broker. I'm going to put my phone number right here. Call or text anytime or shoot me a message. I'd love the opportunity to work with you or help you if you're relocating, moving within the area, or know someone who is. So thanks so much for watching this video. Let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so the first reason people love living here in Dublin, Ohio is a strong community spirit. It's very tight-knit here, and whether it's the Irish Day Parade, the annual Irish Festival, the neighborhood block parties, the events they have down at Bridge Park or various other parks or the community pools, there's always something going on. There's always events going on. Families take part, families pitch in. People are very proud to live here in Dublin, and we love being a part of this community. People are very passionate, and the next point we're going to go into, the schools. So people love living here. There's always events going on. There's a local calendar, local magazine, and people get very into it, and they're very passionate about it, and people go really crazy for these events and festivals. Are there every year. They set up their chairs. They have their tents. People love it, and they talk about it all year. So it's a very cool part of living here in Dublin, and it's a really strong community spirit. It's really nice to see. It warms the heart. So let's jump into point number 2. All right, point number 2, Dublin is well known for its schools. People love living here for the school system. Dublin has some of the top schools in the state, of course, in the area of Columbus, but also in the state, especially most notably, Dublin Jerome High School, which is just incredible, which my daughter plans to go to next year. So, we love living here for the schools, and that is why a lot of people in the Columbus, Ohio area move to Dublin. It's to get into the school system. Now, depending on where you're living at in Dublin, there's different zones for the different schools. Some people do prefer certain schools versus other ones, but it's a pretty big system, and the schools, we're going to put some of the ratings here for you to see. As you see, these are very impressive ratings, and it's a wonderful area to live in. So if you have children, Dublin is wonderful for schools, and it makes it super in demand, which does make the real estate a little more expensive, but amazing schools. If you love your kids like I love my kids, the most important thing in the world to me, and knowing that the schools here are top rated makes me feel really good, and I'm proud to pay the property taxes we pay here to let my kids go to the system. So that's point number 2. Let's go into point number 3. So the third reason people love living here in Dublin, Ohio, it's for the parks and recreation. Dublin's well known for its parks and golf courses and fitness facilities, and the Dublin Rec Center is enormous, tennis courts. Whether you're a fitness enthusiast, a nature lover, you want to go on hikes or be at the park or rent kayaks or boats, or just looking for a place to relax and unwind, we have beautiful parks, beautiful facilities, just like you would expect for a city of our caliber. So definitely not missing the mark there. And, when you couple that with the community events, like the festivals I was talking about, you can just always stay active here in the Dublin area. There's always somewhere to go, always something to do, whether it's outside or whether it's at an event or a festival, or whether it's getting fit in a gym or at a golf course or something like that. There's always something going on and always a way to stay active and get moving here in Dublin. So let's jump into point number 4. All right, point number 4, dining and shopping options, especially with the addition of the new Bridge Park, which I'll show you here. Super incredible. Even before that, though, Dublin was known for having a big range of restaurants, super casual stuff, yes, some fast food, but some awesome ice cream shops, and then some really fancy restaurants and middle of the road, and all sorts of, local community shops, but also big shops too. If you want to have a Walmart and Target, we got 2 of them. If you want to have, the local shops though, like local mom and pop stores, we have some of those too, and stuff in between. Also, I think it's super important to mention, hospitals and medical offices, and so just every convenience you can imagine we have here in Dublin, but at the same time, it's super green, and a lot of it is very spread out as well, so you don't really notice that there's so much, so close, all within 5, 10, 15 minutes, you can get to anything you need to do, but still it seems so quiet and so green in so many areas. So it's wonderful to have those dining and shopping and convenience options here so close. Let's jump into point number 5. Okay, point number 5, super important why people love living here, is the safety and the security and the low crime rates. So It's a safe and secure area, Dublin is. It's well known for that. It's well known for its low crime rate, for the friendly neighborhoods, for the police being pretty much everywhere. It's a great place for families and people of all ages to call home. You feel safe here. You feel protected. And to me, I'm sorry, that's very important. I don't know why I'm saying sorry. No apologies for that. I love that. I have kids. I'm super concerned with their safety and well-being, so I love that Dublin is safe. The cops are known to be on top of things here. They come right away. And I love that. I love that here about Dublin. So if that's important to you, you're going to love Dublin. Now let's go to point number 6, which is a bonus point about the real estate market. I want to tell you about how much it might cost you to move here. It's a little more on the expensive side here in Central Ohio. Well worth it. So let's break down those costs a little bit and how maybe you don't have to break the bank to live here in Dublin. So let's talk about real estate really quick here in Dublin. Now, I'm not going to jerk your chain, okay? So the average price here in Dublin in January 2023, that full month report is out, was $504,000. Median price was actually $519,000. So expensive real estate here in Dublin, Ohio, when the average median price in Columbus is down in the low 300s. So yes, it's expensive to live in Dublin. However, I want to show you there are certain areas here. So a lot of houses in Dublin are selling for $700,000, $800,000, $1.2 to $3 million in certain areas. However, the area I live in, because I'm humble, and a lot of people I know are 200, 300, 400, and a lot of stuff in the 200s and 300s if you're looking particularly for condos or smaller homes. So let me show you some of those areas right here on Zillow. I wanted to bring those up just so you could see that I'm not jerking your chain. But if we see here, there's an area called Riverside Green here. Now, this is sort of close to where I live, around this area here, but down here south below, we also have homes in the 250. This is all properties that have sold in the last 6 months, and this is Dublin Schools, this area here. So 300,000s. Now, if you look over, you got stuff in the 4s and 5s, 4s. Now, as in Dublin, as you tend to go more west, it tends to get more expensive, but still you have, these are condos here. These are properties in the 200s, 300s, most likely condos. And you have some homes now that are selling in the 4s and 5s. Still some condos around, though. And homes in the 400s, 500s. But not near as much as that average price would suggest. So that average price is being drug up by a lot of really big homes that sell out here by the golf courses, by Tartan Field, by Jerome now. But as you see, there are some properties that are in the 400s in that sort of price point. So don't be misled by thinking that you have to spend 500 plus to live here in Dublin. Like I said, you contact me, you let me know, I can definitely find you something below 500 into the 300s, 400s, or in condos, you're going to be in the 200s, even in the mid to high ones if it's just you and maybe one child, or, if you're a very, very small family. All right, friends, that's it. Paul Graves coming to you here from Dublin, Ohio. That's why people love living here in Dublin, Ohio so much. That's why I choose to call it home here. But I also service the entire Columbus, Ohio area. So if there's another suburb you're looking at, please feel free. Shoot me a call, shoot me a text, shoot me a message. My number's down here below. Leave us a message. If we don't pick up, we'll get back to you ASAP within one day, always. Thanks so much for the opportunity to give you this information. I love making these videos. If you did like what you saw, please like, subscribe, or share with someone thinking of making a move. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.